Hi, I salute you all. PXS supported by Czech Fashion Council. The next edition. I'm starting with timelessness, time lapses, time spent. Because in this year, we will be lost in time. We will be out of the time. We will be
Your only chance to
hidden in a time lapse.
is to leave with us. Your only chance to evacuate is to leave
What
with
I mean
us.
by this?
Your only chance
I mean by
to
this
evacuate is to leave.
it's not only
with us.
about timelessness anymore. It's also about when you feel a nostalgia, when you feel pathos, when you feel melancholy or angst. The only place when you feel in comfort is your own place, out of the time, out of the world. And in these halls, you can play hide and seek, you can feel better, you can make any other contributions. So that's why these are happening right now. And
The
also,
kingdom of God, the kingdom of heaven.
you will be
So the one or the mind that was in Jesus
you will feel some strange situations,
That
some
mind
strange
is in me.
atmospheres, and then you realize that
doomsday
these
stuff.
atmospheres
What's
are
all
out
this
of the context. You
prophetic
could
stuff?
feel,
My father is not
I
a
mean,
human
out of
father.
the classic conventional
My father is a member of the
central
evolutionary level above human,
context,
the kingdom of God.
because you could feel, for example, December energy in
I am
July
here again,
or
that I'm here
October
saying
energy in
exactly the same
April
thing
and so on.
that I said then,
So
trying
it
to
will
say it
be
in
really
today's
special
language,
to you, and it will make
trying
sense
to hope that
just
for
for
your
you.
sakes you can see what
The
we
next
have to
thing
offer you.
is
For our Father offers
cover
you
of the
life.
album record collaboration between KRU or the BAK and KMRU. These two special music producers and enigmatic music artists are collaborating this new release coming up next month, and the cover is reminding us the heavy heart era of German expressionism and really dark era of human existentialism, so it's pretty current. The next thing is another cover by contemporary hardcore machine duo Machine Girl from New York. They're releasing EP Super Frag, and on the cover are mixing the AI tools with anime punk, proto-punk, cyberpunk
only
motifs.
chance to
So
evacuate
it's pretty
is to
profound
leave
as well.
with us.
What is playing right now around my voice? It's Manson Grind,
Your only chance
which
to
is for me
evacuate is to
like
leave
throbbing
with us.
gristle it was in the last century. Pretty avant-garde musical group,
Your only chance to evacuate
demanding and widening our musical
with us.
horizons. And I would especially suggest the second track, I Suffer for the Angst of Others, from this EP, because the title and the energy of this track are really precisely illustrating what's going on when you are sensitive, when you are sentient. You feel the energy of others, you feel the angst of others, you feel the fear of others, you feel their atmospheres, and you are suffering because you cannot stand it. The next thing is pretty melancholical, biblical, I would say. It's pretty contemplative piece, Zaundil Tattoo, collaboration by Phil Niblock, Anna Clementi and Thomas Stern. Really worth listening.
The kingdom of God.
Then I have some pics from art industry, especially from painters and sculptors and so on. And this is picked from current curatorial practices from Hong Kong, because Hong Kong is one of the best and the leading way in contemporary galleries. So right now the exhibition is right there, Hidetaka Suzuki with pretty simple motifs. And I choose these artists because of the huge demand for the simple nature topics, for the simple elements people missing right now. And this demand is illustrating the zeitgeist. So that's why I picked these artists, motifs of nature, simple birds, flowers, faces, really, and the whole ambience is quite comprehensible. Then Jennifer Carvalho, who is working with sacral medieval themes, topics, which are also really pretty worth among people, and people are easily identifying with them. Then Niklas Asker is more occult, but it's also really worth reading and well reading by many, because the topics which he's using are classical topics, classical themes like angels, portraits, heavy motifs like still lifes. So. And I choose also Gini Kessi because he's using elements from the surrealism, cubism, modernism from last century, which are really understandable and close to many people. Then this slide is pretty special because of the situation which we are hitting right now. It's a situation about autism, and I'm researching this topic from 2010, and in that time the scientists said that there is a huge correlation between social media and between the autism in a society, because thanks to social media, more and more similar people are getting together, and there is a bigger predictability and a bigger chance that their offspring will be autistic. So the situation right now, even in 70s, was only 1 in 40,000 according to this report, autistic. In 90s, 1 in 500. In 2020, every 29, every 20 boy, which is pretty hard ranking. So according to this report, we are hitting really disruptive society. When almost every second boy in America, maybe in other societies also, will be autistic. So we have to prepare for this, and we have to somehow count with this. It will be different. Manson Grind, which is playing right now. Then we have current trends, nature-loving trends, like trends connecting to cottagecore and goblincore from last years. Now we have horse girl perfumes, because before we had fairies, magical beings, and jewels. Now we get something more simple, more profound, more grounded. Something which evoking us the smell of earth, the smell of grass, the smell of mud, the smell of all this leather, the animals. It's much more earthy, much more dirty, and people are missing this. And the last piece for you is, according to me, the most intense release release this year so far. It is from the Lord Spikeheart, who is from the Duma, experimental metal band from Africa. And the Lord Spikeheart is pretty experiential artist who is collaborating with many and offering us this huge piece of art. Listen this, it is very worth. Thank you very much for listening. We will connect next time. PXS supported by Czech Fashion Council.